Hi guys, so I wanted to show you one of my favorite stretching routines that I do after almost every workout, and I want to kind of reiterate that everybody is very different when it comes to stretching. Some stretches may work better for some people and not for others. Everybody's body is just built very differently, or not like super differently, but everybody's body is a little bit different, so you may feel different stretches a little bit better, if that makes sense. Also, I wanted to talk a little bit about recovery when it comes to exercising with rheumatoid arthritis or any kind of chronic illness, and basically what you should be doing, what I do personally, and what helps me the most, and that kind of thing. So without further ado, here is my stretching routine. So when it comes to muscle recovery, first things first, stretching is really important, as well as foam rolling, in my opinion. And what stretching does is obviously it helps to loosen the muscle, helps the muscle to return to its normal length, because when you're working out, you're actually shortening the muscle that you're using through contractions. When you're contracting the muscle, like your bicep here, when you're going like this, when you're doing curls, you're continuously, shortening that muscle because you're using it. And sometimes what happens is that when you're working out really hard, sometimes that's what causes muscle tightness. So it's really important to stretch to be able to return the muscle to its normal length. Another thing, or another reason why that's so important, is because when you have joint pain, tight muscles can actually pull more at the joints, causing more pain in the joint that the muscle is attached to. And you can find this is common with if your quads or your hamstrings are really tight, sometimes they can actually kind of pull at the knee and cause more knee pain or a little bit of inflammation and that kind of thing. So it's really important to make sure that you are stretching, because you don't want the joint or the muscle to pull more at that joint and cause more pain for you. Another thing with foam rolling, the benefits of that are, there's a lot of benefits to that. But the one thing that it does is that it helps to release tension in the muscle by using pressure. And it helps to alleviate knots. It helps to kind of return the muscle to its normal length in some ways. There are a lot of studies that have been done that have shown that it is super beneficial to people with really tense muscles. With foam rolling, when it comes to foam rolling and stretching, I always recommend to foam roll before stretching because you want to be able to alleviate the knot before you stretch the muscle. Because if you think of like a rope, you have like a rope with a knot in the middle of it, and maybe it's not like a super tight knot, it's just there, and you're just stretching it, so you're like tightening the knot. It's not going to go away. It may get smaller, but it's not going to actually go away. So it's really important to get that knot taken care of and to foam roll it out to release any extra tension and then go into the stretching. And when it comes to stretching, I always recommend to stretch at least like a minimum of 30 seconds per stretch. So this can vary for everybody. Some people may have to stretch more. Some people, if you have a lot of like hypermobility, you may need to stretch a little bit less. So it really, again, depends on your body. So another thing that I do besides stretching and foam rolling, which I do recommend that everybody try to do, I personally love using a massage gun. And so another thing I use is this massage gun, and I know it looks a little weird, but this actually comes with different types of heads, and it's really, really nice. You can get these on Amazon for anywhere from like $40 to maybe $300. It's a very big range, so depending on what you're getting, you know, like these are, I love this. This was like $70 on Amazon, and it's Neprock, so I don't know much about the brand, to be honest. I just, like, my boyfriend actually bought this on Amazon and I use it. So I really like how easy it is to use, and this is what it's like when it's on. So you can massage your muscles that way. This is super, super nice for if you have a lot of pain. Like for me, I have pain in my shoulder blades, so I like to use that like between my shoulder blades there. I also use this like on my quads sometimes if they're really tight. So this is kind of the same idea as foam rolling. What it is like self-myofascial release basically, but you're pretty much trying to alleviate tension in the muscle by using pressure, which this does very well. Another thing that I have used in the past, but I do not use so much anymore, is ice baths. I find that these were super helpful when I was doing a lot of running in the past, and it really does help to keep swelling down after your workout. This varies for everybody. I know some people don't react well to the cold and some people do. So again, this is just like my own experience with it. I really like it. I think it really helps with swelling and stiffness. But obviously it's not like a magical fix, but it does help a lot. And then another thing I have done are Epsom salt baths. So these are warm baths, and I just kind of throw a bunch of Epsom salts in there. Sometimes I use like the bubble bath, the Epsom salt like bubble bath stuff. I think it's like Dr. Teal's or something, and I'm sorry I don't have that on me right now, but I can link it in the description below. That's really nice. That really helps my body to feel like rejuvenated, if that makes sense. Like I feel like I have more energy when I get out of the bath than when I went in. And Epsom salts are known to help with muscle aches and muscle soreness and joint pain and all of that stuff too. And then the last thing is food. Food is going to be like the most important thing when it comes to recovery, I think. If you are not eating well, if you are not eating enough, you will not be fully recovered, or you will not feel good when you're working out regularly. Like you won't feel your best, you'll probably feel more sore. It may take your body longer to recover after workouts. It's just not going to be that fun. And when it comes to eating enough food, you want to make sure that you are actually eating enough protein as well, because protein is like the main thing, like when you think muscle recovery and muscle growth, like you think protein, which is true. You do need enough protein, and you need enough protein to not only help your muscles to grow and help your body to burn fat and all of that stuff, and help your tissues to like grow and recover and repair, not only for your muscles but like your whole body and your joints as well. So make sure that you are getting in enough protein. I drink protein powder directly after my workouts all the time, without fail. Sometimes I have another scoop of protein at night, which I have like mixed in with some banana and kind of make like a little bit of an ice cream thing. So I put like ice and banana and then that protein scoop in there. Another thing you can do is amino acids, or BCAAs or EAAs, depending on like what you prefer. And when it comes to BCAAs, that's what I take personally, and I find that it's helped a lot with my recovery. But I know for a lot of people, like, it doesn't really make a difference. So it really, again, depends on your body and what your body needs. But really make sure that you are pushing the protein, getting enough protein. Obviously, you don't want to have like a toxic amount of it, but I would say strive for like 1 gram or 0.8 grams of protein per pound of body weight or pound of lean mass. So that way you know that you're getting in enough protein in the day. Also, make sure that you are eating or consuming some type of protein directly after your workout, because that is when your muscles need the fuel the most, and that's when they're going to use that the most. So make sure you do that. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have for this short little video on muscle recovery. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below and I will answer them. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram if you want to see more content. Also, I have a little bit of a surprise coming up soon for those of you who are interested in fitness coaching, but maybe you don't have the funds, or maybe like finances are the thing that's stopping you or holding you back from fitness coaching. So please stay tuned for that. Also, make sure to download the free mini workout guide for working around your arthritis, because that is going to be so helpful in helping you to kickstart your journey. Plus, you're going to get even more tips and more value when you download that guide, I promise you. And thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more. And I hope that you all have a great rest of your day today. Bye.